big rage. Has sinks in creepy crisis as DIGS own grave after using damaged soldiers to boost startup. Prince Harry could be taking advantage of physically and mentally damaged soldiers by using the Invictus Games to plug his mental health startup BetterUp, a royal expert has suggested. The Duke today said the mind is like a muscle because it needs to be honed, trained, rehabbed and coached as part of his role of Chief Impact Officer at the California-based coaching company, which has announced it is teaming up with the foundation. He added that the games are about empowering every single person around the world. As BetterUp revealed, it will offer one-to-one coaching and personalized assessments to support people involved with Invictus. But royal biographer Angela Levin, author of 2018 book Harry, Conversations with the Prince, told Mail Online today that Harry might be taking advantage of the soldiers involved in the event. She said, "Would Harry say I couldn't think of a better new partner for the Invictus Games Foundation than the mental fitness platform BetterUp? Does anyone think he'd say this if he worked for a different company? Could he instead be taking advantage of these physically and mentally damaged soldiers? Once for BetterUp and again for Netflix. Of course he can make as much money as he'd like, but it leaves a bitter taste behind if he doesn't donate a decent amount to the charity." The foundation said it will provide access to 500 members at no cost to the individual, and the announcement comes ahead of the Games in The Hague from this Saturday until April 22 after being delayed by COVID-19. Harry founded the Games to aid the rehabilitation of injured or sick military personnel and veterans from across the world, by giving them the challenge of competing in sporting events similar to the Paralympics. The 37-year-old said, "At its heart, the Invictus Games is about empowering every single person around the world. It's a worldwide display of resilience, determination, and community for which each of us can draw inspiration. I couldn't think of a better new partner for the Invictus Games Foundation than the mental fitness platform BetterUp. The mind is like a muscle, it needs to be honed, trained, rehabbed, and coached. The men and women I served with understand this, the Invictus community knows this, and now the world is beginning to see it too. I'm honored to bring the work we do at BetterUp to Invictus and look forward to expanding the support systems that service members and veterans depend on to achieve remarkable feats." San Francisco-based BetterUp is valued at $4.7 billion, $3.6 billion, and Harry's role, which he took on in March last year, includes product strategy, philanthropy, and public advocacy related to mental health. The Duke is also involved in the firm's commitment to pledge 1%, a movement which encourages companies to donate 1% of equity, staff time, product or profit to their communities. Last December, Harry was criticized for advising people to leave their jobs in favor of bolstering their mental health during an interview about his role at BetterUp. He also said at the time that the world was at the beginning of the mental health awakening and spoke about continuing to pioneer the conversation. Meanwhile, earlier this week it was revealed that Harry's wife Meghan Markle will join him at the competition. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle are promised protection by the Dutch during their stay in Netherlands for Invictus Games this week. The Hague event is branded high profile and will get protection by the National Police's DKDB Royal and Diplomatic Security Service, as per media in Holland. While Dutch authorities will also not have Harry pay for his security in the country, they have ensured complete protection to the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. The couple, who have not been invited by the Dutch king for a visit to his palace, will however meet him at the closing ceremony of the event. King Willem-Alexander aunt, Princess Margriet, is the honorary chairwoman of the Games. Prince Harry infamously decided to not return to UK for his grandfather Prince Philip's tribute over security concerns. The Duke had a long battle with the British Home Office to allow him to pay for his own security when he is in the country. Harry, 37, has claimed that it is not safe for him or Meghan, 40, to return to Britain with their children, Archie, 2, and 10-month-old Lilibet, since their US security is not equipped with UK intelligence. Di Davis, a former head of royal protection at Scotland Yard, said the idea that Britain was unsafe for Harry to visit was sheer unadulterated nonsense. Most of them now don't get full-time protection or even half-time protection, so the truth is the UK is far safer than most other places." He compared Harry's demand with other royals. "And with great respect, Harry is not an expert in security," he added. "He is not